One of the biggest secrets in going from a service-based creative to a self-sufficient creator is the simplest. It will blow your mind at how cheap and simple it is. It might be very old school, but let me tell you, when you have a little notebook and a pen with you everywhere you go, it's magical. And a few things here is like, I know everybody has AI, they got iPhone notes, they got Google Drive, Docs, they got about every solution in the world, but how many notebooks do you have? That's a very simple question. I guess this point across is like, because I'm notorious, I got one for like my plant med ceremonies and psychedelic events that are profound. I got one I used to have one for a new moon. Like, I used to have so many notebooks, I couldn't keep track of it all, but all the ideas were good. And then I tried the iPhone note and all that, and it gets lost too, where it's like paper is so simple, and it's like a little notebook, not too thick. It's almost like one of these every quarter could help you a ton, because it's like, for instance, this series that kind of popped in my head. I was like, man, what are we going to do for 30 videos? Kind of building this with you guys in public, or kind of like, wait, it's like building in public, but documenting along the way, and also creating solutions by talking to camera. And then also like as a mental projector with soundboards, I can get clarity from this video talking to you guys. So I can share information and create clarity for myself, right? Unique. But it's like, all right, so we set out to do the mission, and then I was like, damn, what are we going to do for the 30 videos? And I kid you not, I was sitting on my couch, 10 downloads came in, and I wrote them all down. And then simply, it's like, I'm just crossing them off as we go. And it's so simple, right? Because it's like when this notebook gets stacked up and there's multiple pages, that tells me one thing: we're doing too much ideating and visionary work and not enough building and executing. And it's like, visionaries can be visionaries all day if they have somebody building for them. But if you're a visionary builder, a hybrid like myself, it's like the simplest thing you can do is carry around one of these. And when you got way too many notes and ideas, that's a sign to stop. But you can always keep capturing them, right? But it's also like, you can see the balance or imbalance in ideation to execution and vice versa. And I mean, that's like one of the simplest solutions, because it's like, everybody has a good idea, but how many people actually execute and build them or roll them out, or at least get to a point of proof of concept or understanding how deep the process is, right? And then it's like, I'm walking around Austin, Texas. Like, I don't have the luxury here in Kansas City, but walking around Austin, it's like a conversation with somebody sparks a new download, and you never know what you're going to hear out there, number one, in so many different ways. But then it's like, going on a walk, I might see somebody or something, or hear something, and it triggers a thought, and it puts me in a channeling mode. And then it's like, I can put it in my phone, I'm going to lose it. But it's like, when I got this, and this goes in my fanny pack, I carry it around, back pocket, driver's seat. So, and it's such the simplest way. But it's like, you start getting notebooks like these, and like I said, I got that from Daniel. I don't know if I said it in this video, but I got it from Daniel Dalen, and I agree. It's like, wake up every morning, review your notes. And that's the next part of this video, is like, review your notes every day, look through it. And if you don't know what to do for the day, open this baby up. It is well documented with 1,000 things that we need to do. But it's also like discerning on, all right, there's an idea, we can capture it, but also like, which one's practical to this moment of what we're rolling out. And if you're somebody like me too, I'm not a specific detail thinker. I'm a big picture, and I need to see it all in order to execute any aspect of it, to know what I'm doing and how, based on my reiterating process that is its own mess, but its own fun. It's very unique, right? But it's just a very simple method. And then, it's like, whenever I'm got brand work and I let the ideation come to me rather than forcing it and being like, oh, we got to do this. It's like, I don't know. When it comes, I'll let you know. And then it's like, boop, write it down. So simple video today, really short video today, but honestly, like, get you a little notebook. Like, I got this at an event, ShopBot. I appreciate them for it. ShopBot's such a dope company. But it's like, simple stuff like that is like a notebook, a pen and paper. What is this? Is like maybe $3 at a store, and it solves so many problems. And it's not a subscription fee. You can take it anywhere. And even when you take the time to write down stuff, I think there's more sensory going into it, so it locks it deeper into us. And the deeper it is in you, the more you remember it. And then also, it's just like I said, the rainy days. You always have something to go back to if you don't know what to do and you want to do something. It's like, this thing has enough work in it for me for probably the next month. And it's going to continually build, but then it's also like, some of the stuff's going to drop off. It's not relevant if it's not calling me, but it's always nice to have those ideas on the days that I'm like, man, I need a piece of content. Or like, man, I feel like I'm missing something in my process. And it's like, simply going back and reading these and seeing the notes will open up new idea streams. And also, if you got an open loop, you can find out where that loop is and you can close it. And then in closing that loop, you're going to create more space to receive and ideate and expand and so forth with all your bandwidth. So get a little notebook, put it in a fanny pack, carry it around. It can go with you anywhere. It should go with you everywhere. And if you do this, you will be amazed at the consistency. I say consistency over time and the continual rollout and execution of all your ideas rather than sitting in fantasy and delusional world, continually getting ideas and not acting on them, instead of just filling it up. And when the pressure's on, the loops are open and you don't know what to do next, start closing the loops, check them off, cross them off, drop them, remove them, and just continually create the space and allow yourself to ideate and just be open to receive ideas and allow your problems to be solved without thinking, force, pressure, or stress, and allow them to naturally come in and solve themselves when it's time for you to do it. Peace.